All right, all right, all right. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Overdrive Third Gear. How is everybody doing? Glad to see my strong people showing up in the chat so early. Christine Williams, Cocaine Kells, Poetic Kells. Wow, Poetic Kells. Glad to see you over here. How you doing, sweetheart? Like Judy, glad to see you make it back over. Because you were part of the original channel, the Overdrive, that got taken down for a copyright strike. For that video I showed on the Superwoman, the Black Superwoman video about the woman having the 38 kids, they struck me down for that. So, so you was a part of that. So I'm glad to see you make it over to the backup channel. Sorry about last night, folks. I did a stream last night because I was extremely tired. I've been streaming all week, so I got a little burnt out. So I took a break last night and got some sleep. So I'll be fresh and ready tonight. Sunday is usually freestyle. And the reason why it's freestyle is because I haven't figured out what I want to do on Sunday yet. Okay, so I'm going to figure, so I'm thinking about having a talent contest. Okay, so might set that up soon. But as of right now, Sunday is freestyle. Since I didn't have it last night, I'm moving it to tonight. It's freestyle tonight. The mic is open, but don't worry, we will get into some hot stuff tonight because I got a big problem with what took place over this weekend. So I'm going to be railing on some folks. So we're only going to be up in here in a minute, and we're about to go to town with some people. Then we're going to open up the panel for everybody else who wants to come up and kick it with us, and talk about whatever you want. That's pretty much what freestyle is all about. An open mic, you get to talk about what you want to talk about, and anybody and everybody can come up to the mic. They can come up on the panel. But I don't know if any of you heard, there's some foul shit that went down over this weekend, and I will be touching on that. And just give me 1 second here to get everything going, and I'll start the show. Yeah, I know, right, Christine? Nah, man, it's you guys. You guys really keep me going. The support, man, it's like a rush. When people are behind you, man, you just get this energy, And when you know in your heart that you're trying to do something right, and the people show up and they support you and they see that you are doing it and they're with you, man, it just makes you want to go harder, There go my the co-host in the building, Miss Verbal Assassin. How you doing? Kylie Shane 79, my strong peoples, hoorah. So we're going to be going in tonight. I got some choice things to say for a few people. All right, my brother just showed up, so I'm going to get started. Everybody. All right, everybody, I want you to welcome to the panel, the leader of the Gray Regime, the esteemed Commander Cerulean Gray.
Greetings, esteemed Max, hoorah.
Yeah, man, it's freestyle open mic tonight, Cerulean, but I'm about to go in for a few minutes here because some things went down over the weekend that I don't like.
Indeed.
So I'm about to express how I feel about it because nobody knows how Max feels about it. You're about to find out in a minute. Just give me 1 second. And then, we'll open it up. All right, everybody in the chat, we're going to get the show started. Like I was saying, there's some stuff that went down over the weekend that I thought was extremely foul by some very despicable people, formerly known as the Black Order, with their mangy server over there on Discord, doxing people, putting out people's information. And I'm explaining something to you, as Black people, we are all we got. We are behind enemy lines, and that enemy has all of his weaponry trained on us. He has us in his crosshairs 24/7. So for Black people to do that to other Black people is unacceptable. And we have to stop standing by and allowing that to happen. We have to start standing up against that kind of behavior where people are doxing, black people are doxing other black people and putting their information on public servers that aren't even secured. First of all, the Discord server is a distributed type server. That means that it's connected to a network of other servers, mirror after mirror after mirror. So the moment the information was put out, right, there was tens of millions of people that viewed that information. You have any idea where that information could be in a matter of minutes? It could be in Moscow, it could be in China, it could be in Korea in a matter of minutes, it could be in India. You don't want your personal information in any one of those countries, especially India, because India, they like to run government scans over here in America. So you definitely don't want them to have any information that's personal to you. Using someone's personal security number, social security number, that's identity theft. That's identity theft. And you know, shout out to the B1 Network, Nala and Taz. Let me explain something to you. You know, we all have beefs with each other sometime. You know, I had a beef with Taz, okay? I had a little small disagreement with Nyla. But you see, when you're a man, a real man, and you're a real woman, what you do is you talk it out and you make it right. You don't do spiteful things to hurt each other's families. Attacking those people like that. I don't appreciate what happened to my peoples over there at the B1 Network. Shout out to Nala and Taz. I don't appreciate that one bit. And for some cowards who think this is funny, there's nothing funny about your personal information being exposed to the rest of the world. You see, what you guys don't understand is there are crazy people out there. Me and my brother Cerulean are ex-military. We've seen people capable of evil you can't even comprehend. And these are the kinds of people that look at these streams, they listen to these streams. See, it's all fun and games and everything until somebody's putting a bomb in your car or kidnapping your child or setting your house on fire or shooting at you when you're coming out of the local grocery store because they're a maniac and they got a hold of your information, they know where you are. See, it's not funny then when it's happening to you. See, when it happens to you, okay, all of a sudden, it's not funny anymore. Shit just gets real, doesn't it? And to see those people sitting in that Discord server, right, thinking this was some kind of joke, just sitting there watching all of this stuff and commenting and making side remarks, that's unacceptable. That's an act of treason. That's anti-Black. We don't do that to each other. We don't dox each other. We're not the government. You end up the professional organizations. They dox you to see if you're worthy of employment. They dox you to see if you're worthy of working in a government facility. Leave that up to them. We don't do that to each other. We don't put each other's families in danger, the children in danger. Again, me and my esteemed brothers, Cerulean, and he can attest to this, we have seen the evil in people in this country and in other countries to the likes that you can't even comprehend. There are people out there capable of evil I'm telling you, you can't even imagine. And they be on these social media platforms, lurking, listening, watching, putting people's personal information out on the internet like it's some kind of game. It's not a game. When your child gets kidnapped, it's not a game. When people are shooting at you, it's not a game. When people are stalking you, it's not a game. We are Black people. We are all we got. Again, we are behind enemy lines, and that enemy has every weapon in his arsenal trained on us 24/7. We don't do that to each other. That's not Black first. That's not pro-Black. That's not Black. That's anti-Black. We don't do that to each other. If you have a disagreement or you have an issue, you be man enough or woman enough to make it right. That's what I did. You make it right. You don't go and put somebody's child in danger. You don't do that. Again, I don't appreciate what happened to my people over there at the B1 Network, and you best to believe. See, I'm technical savvy myself. You best believe I can help them any way. I am going to. This has to stop, and people need to be made an example of. And as Black people, you see this going on, you say something about it. I don't give a damn about no snitch or whatever. We're talking about people's families. We're talking about people's innocent children. There are maniacs out in this world. This is not TV. This is real life. You see something like that going on, you say something about it. You don't keep that under your hat. That shouldn't be going on. We need to stop that. We all got to stand up against that. We got to get that kind of element out of our community, period, out of our society as Black people. We already have enough problems than to have some coward putting our children in jeopardy, our wives in jeopardy, our sons in jeopardy. Because they can't be man enough or woman enough to deal with a small squabble or a difference of an opinion or a difference of an agreement that they're having with another Black person. Yes, they can be prosecuted. That's identity theft. When you start using someone's social security number, you're talking about Fed stuff now. And I hope every last one of them get prosecuted to the all-out extent, because you have no idea what you're doing to people when you put their personal information out here on a public server. Are you crazy? A public server. There's no security on a public server. That's why it's public. You know how many mirrors these servers are attached to? Tens of millions of people can see your information in a blink of an eye. So I got a big problem with the now defunct Black Order. Some of the most despicable people on the internet. Every last one of them. And like I said, you best to believe, if I find out that I can help in any way, I'm going to. Because this shit has to stop. I don't want to wake up one day and read in the newspaper, one of their children done got injured or one of them done got hurt because some maniac got a hold of their information. I don't know about you, but I don't want to see that. I don't want to read that. I don't want to hear about that. I don't want to read that about any of you. I don't want to hear that about any of you. I don't want to wake up one morning and hear anything that happened to any one of you. Whether I have a disagreement with you or not, you're still my Black people. We're not perfect, but we all each other got. And trust me, we don't have any allies. The closest ally you got is the man or woman living right next to you that look just like you. So all this doxing, putting people's information out on the internet, on public service, putting their lives in danger, putting their children's lives in danger, it has to stop. You see any of that going on, you let somebody know about it. These weasels, these cowards, these jokesters who think things are funny, they need to be made an example of. Because there ain't nothing funny about what they did. There's nothing honorable about what they did. These people have no scruples, no morals, no integrity, no honor. They're a bunch of scavengers, land pirates, scoundrels, cowards. Sickening to see people sitting in a server watching somebody's personal information being thrown out like it's some kind of game. Like I said, shout out to my peoples over there at the B1 Network. Shout out to Nala and I hate what's happening to them. Because they're my black peoples, regardless of whatever our disagreements were. We dealt with those. Those are still my black people. And I hate what happened to them. And you should hate it too. If you black and you in here and you call yourself black first or pro-black, you should hate what happened to them and what's happening to them. Because they're your people too. They're your brother and your sister. Their children are your children. We're supposed to be one people. It makes me angry, extremely angry, to know that black people did that to other black people. It's bad enough we out here killing each other and trying to get our heads right. Our heads are spinning. But you're gonna do that too? How much more can we take before we totally collapse as a people? At some point, we got to stand up and stop this crap. And for someone to have a platform built off of doxing someone, they should never have an audience. There's something wrong when we got people in our community that's built a platform off of trying to destroy other black people's lives. How the hell do you have that kind of platform? How the hell are they allowing to exist in our community with that kind of platform? How the hell do you respect somebody like that? A fool running around here with a whole channel dedicated to doxing people and putting people's personal information out in the public. And there's people on his panel. There's people in his chat room. There's people sending them cash apps. There's people supporting them, subscribers. What the hell is wrong with us? We no longer know what's right or wrong. What are we doing supporting somebody like that? What is wrong with us? You don't support somebody like that. If you hurt them, he'll hurt you. If you don't care about their children, you don't care about yours either. I'm mad as hell tonight. Because some fools don't put my people's personal lives in jeopardy. They should never have any support. Shout out to Cocaine Kells, her too. We should never support anybody like that. People who don't mean us no good, people who don't have our interest, people who have every intent to harm us. Putting their information out in the public tells me that you had every intention on harming those people. Every intention on harming their children, their family, period. Because if you didn't, you would have never done it. And what the hell is wrong with this generation today? They don't understand the meaning of the word friend. Friends don't do that to each other. Somebody call you a friend, you don't put their personal information out there like that. What kind of friend is that? The hell is wrong with us, man? We got to get it together. Supporting crazy ass people who are doing nothing but hurting other black people, turning on each other, don't understand what the word friend means. The hell is wrong with us? How can a fool run around here with a platform built off of solely doxing people and destroying their personal life? How can a fool like that have a platform in our community? You should be insulted that somebody has a platform like that in your community and is being supported by black people. You should feel some kind of way about that. I know I do. That's an insult to us, that we'll allow something like that to flourish in our community, some filth like that to flourish in our community. That's an insult to us. People like that running around in our community gaining support, being supported by us. How does that make us look? And we support fools like that. And all they're doing is hurting other people for entertainment. There's nothing entertaining when your child gets kidnapped or turns up dead because some maniac got your personal information and tracked you down. Where will the clicks and views be then? Will the clicks and views be worth it? Will the drama be worth it? When you're sitting up here rooting and having fun and laughing when someone's information is being put out, and then later on you find out on the news somewhere their child was abducted. You're still gonna be laughing then? It's still gonna be funny then? We have to stop supporting this kind of culture. We have to stop supporting people that don't have our best interests at heart. We have to stop supporting black people that are hurting other black people. Or so-called black people. Because if you was really black, you wouldn't be doing something like that. As far as I'm concerned, doxing black people who dox other black people and put their personal information out, to me, that's anti-black. You ain't black first, you ain't black nothing. You anti-black. Shout out to the B1 Network. Shout out to Cocaine Kells, Gab Talk Media, Kitty Cujo, Black Beauty, Cluster B. That's all I'm gonna say right now. You know, I'm over here. Mr. Gray. Hold on 1 second here. Hold on 1 second here. Let me do my okay. 1 second, folks. Give me 1 second here. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. I had to clear the background noise. All right, I'm about to put the link in the chat. I'm finished with my rant. Shout out to the GOAT in the house. Shout out to B1. Put the link in the chat. Okay, the mic is now open. And I just wanted to get that off my chest because, like I said, you know, I'm very upset. I don't appreciate this. This is not something that we do to each other.
But it is, Max. It is something that we do to each other quite often.
Yeah. You know.
I want you to think about this for a second, right? I was on a panel with Amiri, right?
You got it, Go. Come on up, Go. Yeah, William.
Yeah, I was on a panel once with Amiri, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he had a co-host there, Miss Von Shea, if I'm not mistaken. And Obsidian came on the panel. And Obsidian starts trying to question Miss Von Shea about her personal life, right? I was pointing and said, basically, we're not going to do this, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's done. That's over. And the first thing out of his mouth is, "Oh, you white knighting, right?"
Mm-hmm.
Because if I didn't say anything, he would have been, trying to pry into his woman's personal life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which has nothing whatsoever to do with what the overall conversation was. So we do it quite often. We do it so often.
Yeah, go ahead, Commander. Listen.
What I find interesting, right,
Mm-hmm.
is that people that do this.
Look at my brother Psychopatheist. What's going on? Black Power. Psycho, you can come on up too, bro. You give your wrench. Put the link back in the chat.
Is that
the mic is over? Yeah, go ahead, Suleiman.
Is that when they're doing the shit they're doing, they fail to realize just how fragile the house they're living in is.
Mm-hmm.
There used to be an old saying that you don't throw stones when you live in a glass house.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you, a lot of niggas living in glass houses. Absurdian, yes, living in a glass house.
Yeah, most definitely.
Diaper Man and his less than trusty sidekick Diaper Boy live in glass houses.
He's that Diaper Boy.
The question is, I have questions about that too, because I've been to Philly, right? It's not a He is not a Philly nigga. Like for a nigga that calls himself the everyday brother, like he is not typical of what you find in Philly.
Mm-mm.
It was like you from Philly and niggas ain't whooping your ass up and down the street. Are you serious? From some like obscure outskirt of Philly, like a suburb of Philly.
You know, the people that were sitting on that server, man, Tory Rand and you know, guys like that, you know, you never know how people are until you catch them doing something ridiculous like that. It's like I was saying, Commander, you there?
Yeah, I'm
It's
sure.
like I was saying in my rant, you and I, we know what kind of evil out here, man. We both face people out here in this world that are capable of evil that people can't even comprehend. And these kind of crazy people watch these streams. They watch social media. They watch the news. And when you're doing what you're doing to people, you are putting them in grave danger when you're putting their personal information out there like that. It's all fun and games until somebody come up missing, dead. Then you realize it wasn't funny at all. And then you also realize that it was never a game. The only fool that thought it was a game was the people that were doing it. To them, the only fools. Shout out to Nyla says in the chat. And let me get Nyla her rest. You know, I hate that this is happening to my peoples, to my black people. And like I said, everybody, like I said in my rant, everybody in this chat, they are your black people too, and you should hate it as much as I hate what happened to them and what is happening to them, what these people, what these fools are trying to do. You should hate it as much as I hate it because they're your people too. They're your black people as well as they're my black people. Go ahead, Commander.
Yeah. What I was actually talking about before YouTube interrupted the stream,
Mm-hmm.
I found it quite interesting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because Rude Imp kind of drug my name through the mud, the gray regime, so forth, so on, and I thought it was quite interesting to me that he's saying the things that he's saying, right? About me, like, because I never like tried to like fuck with him, right?
Right.
Like, I kind of just stay out of his way. When I was actually sent a video where it sounded like he was saying things that I myself was saying, I support it. But that's kind of what I do. Like, support people whenever they have a certain message. I think that it should be incentivized so it can continue to push the message, right? That's kind of way that I use money, right? But I thought it was interesting that he drug us or drug me in particular through the mud, claiming that I was some kind of Black Order reject. He said that of Jay Shine as well, right? He said that of Dre as well. It's just like wait a second, like, you're saying this almost as if you're mad because you couldn't be down with that order, right? Because the positions that I stood on, they still remain the same. See, you look at that flip flopping. I mean, that could take you back a year and a half. Matter of fact, you ain't have to go back that far. There's a video still up on Cynthia G's page where you can see a certain diaper man espousing pro-black ideologies on our panel. We were both on there together. We were pushing back against the crybabies and the derelict Negro males who were espousing, this whole black female fuckery and black women ain't shit, this, that, and the third. See, when Absurdian, excuse me, switched up his line of bullshit, talking about he wants to be a dating coach now, and he was losing subscribership. He was losing validity. And the reason why is because that whole bullshit that he was pushing, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't sell. Nobody wants to buy it. And so what he tried to do was he tried to use Ren. He tried to use a Renaissance woman to further his narrative, to further his message. That's the real reason why you've seen him over there. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that Ren looked at it as an opportunity to grow her platform, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the problem comes in is that okay? So you're not spewing half the shit that you're spewing. You somewhat peel back off the San Bernardino killer syndrome, right? You're trying to push into a pro-black sector, but the thing is that doesn't even work for him. Considering we know what he was just saying, just weeks before that, months before that. But who's trying to fill the shoes of the Absurdian as he takes his absence from the red pill spaces and all that? None other than Diaper Man himself, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
That diaper man.
and now he's looking at an opportunity to fill a void that Absurdian left behind when he decided that he wanted to try his hand at being a dating coach.
Dating coach to who? Dwarves?
That's it. And to make it so bad, right? That's why I had to address that whole Rude Imp situation, because he bring in my name in it. When I met Rude Imp, he was Obsidian's attack dog.
Really? And he's talking about well with the Black Order and all this. He was an attack dog for Obsidian.
He was Obsidian's attack dog when I met him.
Wow, that's embarrassing.
Now, mind you, the same ones as those crying and complaining about doxing, right? Not too long ago. he had his information over there on the Black Avenger website, right?
Mhm.
And Diaper Man, it's up the creator of the Black Avenger website, tells him that, yo, this video here is doxing me, got my personal information, right?
Mhm.
So the creator of Black Avenger tells Absurdian,
Mhm.
Absurdian actually says it in a video, like in a live stream. Now, I want y'all to be very clear, because the main reason why a lot of these dudes take their live streams down is so that their new subscribers and their new viewers
Mhm.
don't see the hypocrisy, don't see how full of shit that they are. So they don't see how this guy's message completely did a 180. See the hypocrisy. That's the real reason why those Negroes take down their videos. And I find it interesting that he sat up here and said that, but see, won't take,
Yeah, and didn't he try to take down that server? Well, I got news for you, partner. Taking down that server ain't gonna stop nothing. That server is backed up. First of all, you're stupid. You're stupid for putting that information on a server like that because it's not secure. It's a part of a network of a mirror service. So you're talking about the information could be exposed at any given time to tens of millions of people all across the world. That information could have ended up in China in like 15 seconds, or India, or Korea, someplace where you don't want your personal information to be. So taking down the server ain't going to stop anything. It ain't going to stop any investigation, none of that. Okay, so uh, you might want to get a lawyer because,
So yeah,
huh?
man, that is who Rude Imp was as an attack dog for.
Right.
And that nigga stayed coming to the Coliseum every Saturday. Like, people can see I saw him up off the Coliseum for a while. Like, before I could be on there, 2, 3, 4 hours. And
Mm.
got to the point where I didn't be in there at all. As a matter of fact, the day that me and the now defunct Black Order got into it, and we were all actually in Discord. You remember it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
When I told you that I was going to take the high road, and it's going to prove to you that the next set of steps I was going to take was going to be completely justified, right?
Yeah.
Now you look at the condition they're in now, and let me ask. I'm going to ask you now: what are my actions justified or no?
Justified. Absolutely. You know what, man? I can't even believe at one time I had respect for that dude, man.
Look,
I feel like a fool. I feel like a fool, bro.
no. See, we got to stop coming down so hard on ourselves. Affiliating with certain people that turn out to be pieces of shit, right?
Man,
We
straight up,
we
you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker don't do their part. That's them, bro. You know what I mean? I don't look at niggas like that. Like, I look at niggas like, when you see these niggas doing bullshit and you stick around, then you become part of it. You know what I'm saying? If you was there at some point and niggas is this nigga's on, and you can look at it and say, damn, that's fucked up. That's not is sitting there and ignoring it. You know what I mean?
Cat, we can barely hear you, man. Turn your mic up. We can barely hear you.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, like the receipts that Nyla was showing,
Yeah.
those were
Yeah.
actually, you'll
The
notice.
shit I be talking about. Fucking bullshit ass phone. Hello? Can y'all hear me?
There you go. We got you. We got you now. Go.
My bad, man. If this motherfucking phone wasn't $600, I threw this bitch down the street. It's some bullshit, man. But no, I was
It
saying,
was
man,
actually $1,000.
I don't look at it like that though, man. Cause look, man, the bottom line is this, bro. I know y'all niggas ain't necessarily on that shit now, and I don't care what you would have been on if you would have been there. The point for me is that when you see it, you identify it. That's wrong. Niggas, we can't be moving like this. And that's all you know what I'm saying? That's all I can expect from black folks. I can't look at you and say, well, damn, you used to be down with them niggas. What's up with you? Nah, I done been around some motherfuckers that's shaky too. You know what I'm saying? I done been around motherfuckers that, but if we don't all represent the same shit, at some point you're gonna see they represent something that I represent. So I don't look at you like you got shit to do with that shit, Matt.
No, see, that's what I was the point I was trying to convey to Rude Imp, that if we're going to judge each other based on past affiliations, then well, we have to weigh all of the cards, right? Because when I met Rude Imp, he was Obsidian's attack dog. Obsidian, threw him away. He went over there with Reg, the bad guy, and Preem and them, and guess he got on their nerves, and then he went and branched out and did his own thing, right? And then not only that, but the long-haired rodent constantly would hop on his panels and all of that. Even after the shit happened with him and the long-haired rodent.
That was the long-haired rodent.
Yes, he starts putting his dick pics out into the aether. Like, okay, so what is the long-haired rodent doing with your dick pics? And so, unless you were trying to play on the sexual frustration of these women, the sexual angst and desires of these women, and trying to manipulate a situation with these women. So should we hold him accountable for the actions of the long-eared rodent, considering that she regularly shared a panel with them? And see, that's the point that I was conveying with them, right? Is that you grew out of that. Whenever you saw the fuck shit, you cast her away. Whenever the shit happened with me and the Now Defunct Black Order, it was because I wouldn't take their position. Because their position was this. I'm going to hide my channel. I'm going to blame it on the B1 network for flagging, right? And then I'm going to prop up Suge. That's why I played that clip of Suge talking about the little conversation that they had about how Grinch and the diaper boy and the diaper man tried to sell him this narrative that, yeah, we could put you on a platform and give you more exposure and all of this, which is assuming what he really wanted. He just didn't want it from them. Let me see. That's why I put that little sound clip up there. That's why that day that they brought him on the panel, I was actually typing the Discord and told, like, look, what are you doing? Like, this is a horrible idea. And then you could go back to and see that panel, that stream, and you can see when he hops on, I jump right off that motherfucker. Well, I'm not gonna share space with dude like that.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
And greetings.
Greetings. What's good, you guys? I just want to say thank you guys for the support. I appreciate it a lot. I know Taz does. Of course, Cluster. I really, really thank her a lot. It's really crazy because like it just people don't realize how like it's never ending. Like I put a screenshot in the Discord server just as an example, and that's just one example. Like they're putting our pictures on Craigslist to what they think is going to attract cartels. Now, if it's something that, you know, whether or not it legitimately can attract somebody to hurt us or not is up for question. But the fact that these people have developed such a fixation and obsession that they will openly admit, well, yeah, I put their pictures on Craigslist so that because I want the cartels to get them. In Mexico, they put our pictures, I guess, on some Mexican Craigslist thing or whatever. But just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, these people are sick. And the fact that we have to argue with people about the whole being neutral with them is so insulting to me. Like, how are we supposed to know who to trust when people that allegedly align with us are cool with people that are doing this type of shit?
Yes, like I was never even I was never cool with it. You know, whenever the shit was going down, like I was absent from. Actually unplugged from YouTube, Discord, all of that. And then when I come back, you know, they're trying to sell me this narrative, like, yeah, man, Taz came for my book, da 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 da. I'm like, well, why don't you go one-on-one? Hey, anybody try to do all that shit, man? Like, you don't mind any other time. Like, what's the problem now? See, hey. But then you're not gonna sell me on this idea, man. You supposed to be on our side. Like, I mean, I actually stuck around to try to prevent him from stepping on a landmine. And what happened was, uh, well, Grinch the Winch's advice was taken over mine, and that was that. And it was like, okay, nothing, nothing else I can do here. Nothing else I have to offer. You know, might as well separate. You know?
But I said in that video where that first video where I dragged them, I said that the orphan was gonna bring the whole goddamn house down because his mama did not want to discipline. His mama being angry bitch. Did not want to and they did not want to administer any, they let him run amok and run rogue, and then he was going to bring down the entire house. And he did.
Yeah, like back when we were all still a part of the now defunct Black Order. Jay Shine is the person that kind of kept him on the leash, right? Of course, that duty kind of fell to me, and then you know, he told me his, you know, his stories, his life stories, how horrible his life was, and I began to actually develop a bit of empathy for him, right? But then what I see him do with the empathy is just like, yeah, I'm not, I can't get down with it. Like, okay, you have you have a fucked up life. You had some trauma with chicks. Yeah,
that's what they have therapy for, Cerulean.
Yeah.
That sob story, that ain't gonna cut it.
And I think that's kind of what they do. They'll use their sad life story. You have sympathy on them, and then you have some sympathy and some empathy, and then what they do with it after the fact is, you know, shit on you because they know that you have some empathy for them. So it just emboldens them to do what they really want to do, which is to be non-empathetic or sympathetic to you, right?
Yep.
And then notice how when I leave, that's when all of the fuckery starts happening, right? Because the long-eared rodent wasn't in the discourse. As a matter of fact, Diaper Boy had been begging the long-eared rodent to join the Discord server.
You talking about the raccoon? Now,
No, not Jordy LaForge.
okay. The Yak Toto.
No, not Yaphet Kodo. Talk about the long-eared rodent from swampy areas.
Oh. Hello?
Yeah.
Mm.
So the long-eared rodent, she was not even in the any of the Discord servers that I know of, really until last.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, the bunny rabbit. That mangy rabbit, what you talking about?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I say long-eared rodent as opposed to.
Yeah, it took me a minute to figure out what you were
Yeah,
talking about.
I say,
Okay.
yo, I call that nigga old boy. I call
Talking
that
about the
bitch
dirty
old boy
bunny.
girl.
Talking about the
That's
dirty
old boy
bunny,
girlfriend, nigga. Fuck that. That's your bitch, nigga. You can't get rid of that fat bitch now. I ain't playing no games. That's your bitch, nigga.
I mean, you gotta take it. You gotta really look at it, right? Like this is a dude that runs around YouTube, calling every black woman that does not kiss his ass a strag, right? But yet, like the very strag behavior that he claims he's against is the very strag behavior that
Oh, professor, it's real. This is what they do. I'm starting to see it, bro. I never realized that these niggas do all of this to get these hoes' attention. I see it now. I'm watching a fantastic building of a platform happen right now with that shit. Talk all this shit about these bitches as you try your best to get one of them. I'm watching it happen. These niggas literally use this shit to get proximity to these bitches. And what they do is cry in hopes that the women will come over there and have a discussion with them. So in their tears, one of these women will choose one of their bitch ass. I don't watch that happen too many times. Nah, that's what it is, dog.
Nah, Cluster, she ain't 500 pounds, is she?
Man, that bitch
She 500 pounds?
that bitch 450, nigga.
Wow.
If she ain't 500, she 450.
Wow.
certainly shaped like a thought out
Hippopotamus, man.
of a Tyson boneless breast.
I never seen a bunny as big as a hippopotamus. That's big.
Bunny, those are swamp rats. They're
But yeah, but that's the scheme, man, is to get these women in your space. You know what I'm saying? Start talking that sad shit. I'm on child support. My baby mama did me wrong. I can't find none of these women. All these women bad. Can't none of these women respect black men.
and
So
then
one of these bitches to choose your lame ass. That's what this shit is, bro.
Yeah, and then what happens is the women, because they still are women, they start having the sympathy for them, right? And I mean, you look at what Suge does, right? Hits him with the sympathy, then he starts abusing him. I mean, this the cluster. I wonder if that's the reason why she calls herself Cluster B. But that is the Cluster B of all the
Hey, Psycho, come on up, bro.
Right?
Yeah.
I guess the worst. It's the worst cluster to be in because it's destructive, but it destroys not only yourself but everything around you.
Wow, 500 pounds. That's wow.
Who would have thought? I just realized that cluster B as the psychology reference.
That's morbidly obese, man. It might be super morbidly obese, depending on how.
Well, you know, Max, with me, was what the original issue was with her. Cause we over there on her platform, dude over there talking greasy to me, and I'm like, bitch, you gonna let this nigga keep talking crazy to you when he is not gonna defend your fat ass? I would. You know what I'm saying? I'll stick my neck out to defend your fat ass, but when it's time for motherfuckers to come holler at you, this ain't gonna leave your fat ass hanging. know what I'm
No
saying? Like,
doubt.
so it's crazy that she even allowed herself to be put in that situation where a nigga that don't want her was able to use her. Because he used her. He used her all the way up and then discarded that bitch.
Wow. Man, I can't believe how foul these niggas are, man. Foul and cowardly. Starting to hate YouTube.
The reason they're called clusters is a bunch of fucking intersecting and overlapping personality disorders.
Man, I had start growing disenchanted myself, man, for a minute, man. That's why I had to take a little break and shit, man. That's why when I was in Vegas, I wasn't really on here that much and shit, man, because I needed a break, man. Like this shit, these niggas will drive you crazy if you put your real energy into them. You know what I mean? Like it's all you can put your energy into is the work, and then let these corny niggas be themselves. But like I found myself at every argument and every discussion trying to debunk every point. Man, I had to take a step back. Like, man, these motherfuckers are idiots for real.
It's not
That's
just
all they gonna do is keep saying this shit.
but it's Team Taz. It's not just that because I was that. Right, I was on all of those panels debunking every single argument, had debunked every single argument, only for a year later for the
It come right back. Yeah.
Right back to using the same argument that is already
the same exact argument with the same exact examples that you just debunked, bro. That shit is annoying, bro.
over and over again. Like it like straight up, man. You know, you can ask my wife, man. Like it was like I'd be and then get to YouTube dealing with these niggas. Shit gets depressing because now it's instead of doing what you want to do, which is use the platform to organize people, instruct people, educate people. Now you just going back and forth with some niggas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How do these niggas got a platform? Like, how do people support these niggas? Like, they can't see what type of dudes they are. I mean, I don't understand. How do people like that get a platform in our community?
I was telling Queen Ma earlier though. A lot of this was already just established. You know what I'm saying? They've been doing this and building for so long. I don't think there was much pushback, and I think this became the established okay way to do things. So keep in mind, man, the only other pro-blacks on this motherfucker was that corny-ass conscious community that run around talking about unks and Bibles and Qurans and shit all day. Don't nobody really talk about black from a black perspective. So I just don't think they was ready for this spot like that. Like niggas like Psychopatheists and George Macon, and they was always outshined by the loud bullshit. So now them niggas got backup, and people don't like that shit.
Yeah, it's always outshined by the sun, the moon, the stars, and the Kundalini energy, and so forth.
Yeah, I was over there. I heard all that BS.
And you gotta remember, Max, people are attracted to fuckery at the end of the day. If it's not fuckery, they're not.
But chaos though. This one thing to be arguing and but when you start taking personal information, you put people's families in jeopardy, man.
But Max, is fuckery at the end of the day.
Yeah, but see that Max right though, man. I could do fuckery with you all day and never pull your social security number.
But see,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, my level of fuckery is different from a lot of niggas' level of fuckery. Like,
exactly.
You know, and I hate to blow up your spot, Max, but I wipe niggas out.
Huh?
I wipe niggas out for real.
Yeah.
Like, you might not know, I might be fucking camping a kilometer off your fucking 6, but a sniper scope, you know. I don't know.
What do you mean? You know what I'm saying? You're not that type of.
Think about it, what they don't take into consideration.
You know what? You're gonna go back to that. What's that movie called?
But the thing is like it's like why would I do that? And the mission still is to be done, right?
Right. The mission needs you, and you can't be the one to put yourself on display like that. But it's like you do want to show, man, I've been looking at this nigga doing this bullshit for months and months over there in Cleveland, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to just say, all right, man, fuck it. Fuck dude, I just ignore it. But then it's another one, dude putting videos up saying he fucked my wife and all this type shit. So that's why I say, man, I just look around like, okay, so if I go do this, nigga, that's gonna make me the fool though. Cause we got shit still we gotta accomplish. This nigga just trying to be seen. So you know what I'm saying? Like to even send somebody at him, I'm putting somebody else in jeopardy. So it's almost like, well, damn, how can I stand on my principles and still, you know what I'm saying, be able to move where niggas will fall back and realize, bro, you fucking with a nigga who'll get you up out of here for real. Like you're going too far.
Yeah.
And he got a platform. He got support.
The problem is the Negroes ain't got that level yet. You know, it's couple to do with other black people because black people know say, you know, black people ain't gonna take it there.
And he got a platform. He got a platform where other black people are supporting him, and all he do is dox people and try to ruin people's personal lives. That's all he do. He don't do anything else. You know what's
behind that, Max? You know what's behind that, fam? See, what he does, he gets your information from you to join his little clique. So just in case he need to do it to you, you're gonna always know to keep your mouth shut because he'll do this to you too. That's why a lot of these people don't talk and they scared of this nigga. You know what I'm saying? He got pissed off when he started dealing with us because it was like, man, fuck you, hoe ass nigga. He coming on our platform saying y'all better apologize and I'm gonna get y'all if y'all don't. And our response was, nigga, fuck you. And that's what made him start doing streams. And he kept doing them because it was like, nigga, fuck you, keep doing them then. Nobody cares. You're a nobody. And with that though, what we understood was he was able to gain traction on his platform simply by saying our names every day. He was able to gain traction on a platform simply by saying our name.
And that's all going to end very soon.
Yeah, that's the shit. You see, yeah, man, we got to stop that, man. We can't be black people. We got to stop supporting people like this.
I just wish they'd call it what it is, bro. I'm cool with it at this point. I'm telling you, bro, it's been 11 months. So at this point, I wish motherfuckers just call it what it is. It's clout chasing, bro. You know, that's my only issue with it. It's literally clout chasing.
I remember one time, Tad, you was doing a stream and he popped up on your stream out of nowhere. Yeah,
because nobody's going to watch him unless he's talking about somebody. He done did videos about his family, his son, him out doing things. Motherfucker can't even get 100 views on them videos. He got to put my name in it, Nyla name in it to get 3,000 views. You know what I'm saying? And so he's gonna do it, dog. He don't have a choice. That's the only way people gonna watch it.
Mm-hmm. Right, Kylie Jane, a platform for the hostages. That's exactly what they are.
Yeah, that's what it is. Because don't nobody else want to get exposed. Don't nobody else want to get talked about. Don't nobody else want to see their name ran in streams every day. I've had people distance themselves from me because of the shit dude do. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to be around me because they don't want to get attacked by him.
But see, I tried to warn the derelict Negroes, former associates, of dude, right? Like this is not good for the brand. This is not good for business. Like, okay, so if you just wrote a book, like, wouldn't that be your focus? But what do you got to gain from trying to bring this dude into the fold?
Right.
Like he's actually going to do more to destroy your brand.
Well, that's why I say, man, with Grinch, I always knew he was that type of snaky, lame ass nigga. But that shit made me look at Angry Man and BGS as different type niggas, though, bro. Y'all brought a lame nigga that y'all know is a fuck nigga on the cosign, and y'all moving around like y'all OGs and got wisdom, calling yourselves master teachers and shit. But you bring on that type of nigga to cosign? Well, nah, bro, y'all just like that nigga. Y'all some little niggas too. That's why I said, man, these niggas lame as fuck, bro. And if we let them keep getting away with it by not saying shit, then they gonna keep doing it. That's why this nigga been doing this shit 11 months. Cause I didn't say, all right, well, let's go back and forth. Let me show the world that this nigga's a bitch. We ignored Suge for months and months, and we just ignored him. Let him talk. He fucked my girl, cool. I abandoned my son, cool. I beat my granddaughter, cool. Everything he say, we just ignored the shit. But what it did, it gave him traction. This dude used to come in Obsidian chat, bro, and I'd be on the panel. I see him down there. He in the chat. Taz beats his wife 700 times in the chat, bro. Ain't nobody timing it out. Ain't nobody deleting it. And this is the type of campaign you own every day. And don't nobody calling out. And I don't want to call it out because I don't want to bring you no more views. I watched this dude channel grow from 500 subs when we got here to now he like 2,500. We can't flag this nigga channels. None of his videos come out. He never lose a channel. Like, it's pointless to go back and forth with a nigga who actually benefits from you saying their name. So for me, the cloud chasing always worked to his benefit because he benefits from me saying his name. I don't benefit talking about that dumbass nigga.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, my first interaction with dude, matter of fact, Max remembers it. Is Max was on a panel and he had some females on there that were questioning Max about something, or it was it they were asked about the Great Faulkner Initiative, or you said there was a solution and you brought the Great Faulkner Initiative. They were trying to get me on the panel. I could finally because I never really followed dude, right? And when I get to the panel, some of the females on the panel start calling me commander, and he starts feeling some type of way about that.
No doubt.
And he has City of Truth 91 on the panel, and I'm like, look, I'm not here to to debate anything. The initiative is the initiative. But the funny thing about it was after me and Max leave, that nigga starts talking shit about the shit, right? Like he starts talking shit when you walk out the door, type shit. I'm like, okay. And from that moment on, that's what I was telling him, like, and even on that panel, I was telling him, like, look, the way you talking, dude, like, don't act like I don't know your reputation. You antagonizing, walking around here antagonizing other YouTubers. Because when I actually looked at his history, you guys weren't even the only ones that he did this to. Like, there's the probably 6 that I seen that 6 other people that he did this to.
Yeah. Yeah, he done got niggas house swatted and everything, man. It's a video up of Dane Calloway talking about how the nigga got his house swatted, bro. Mad because of some shit that they had talked about on the video. He get the man house swatted. That type of shit, bro.
Yo, what's good, fellas? Can you hear me?
Indeed.
All right. It's his first time on Maximum's panel, man. I appreciate the link for the panel or whatever. I'm not going to be on here long. I just want to put in, a few of my comments and some perspectives on this whole doxing thing and how these people are moving around YouTube, creating people's information to be exploited in ways that can actually get them in a lot of financial issues. A lot of people actually stalking their family members and get someone even killed, for that matter. We can't, like, I like that you all are setting a precedent as far as saying that people cannot allow people to support these people, and they shouldn't support these people. And I think, like I said, Cluster the other day had some good panels on her lives about, the whole doxing thing, how this is going, and YouTube, and how we should definitely set some standard as far as people supporting these people. And like I said, as far as nihilist information, how that went, I mean, it's ridiculous. And how, having these people in the Discord, knowing that this information was being exploited, is ridiculous. And every last one of them, is setting themselves up to being, as a part of accomplice in a crime. So they didn't think, I don't think they really thought that far into it. They probably have been vindictive, their own reasons for wanting to stay there and see that. But knowing that they saw that is ridiculous on themselves, So like I said, I think what you all are saying about all of this stuff is just completely right. I mean, we cannot afford to allow these people to continue to be on platforms, streaming people's content, doxing people and getting away with it smooth, clean, So they have to reap some of the consequences of what their actions are. So that's what I would say about that. And the Grinch man, I used to be a mod on this channel, but knowing what I've known about him and what I've seen about his demeanor on panels, I was happy to be unmodded from his channel. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm glad I know how he moves in these streets. So like I said, I can't support any of these type of people that would be into this kind of behavior or these type of activities. So
Funny thing about it, and it's not even really funny. It's really kind of sad, right?
Yeah.
Because here's a guy, telling me his sad life story about how women have betrayed him, right? And here he is endorsing, even propping up on a pedestal, someone who would betray their own friend. And you see what I'm saying? Like betrayal, kind of like a running theme with this fellow.
Right. I tell you what, Cerulean, it's the best thing you did is disassociate yourself from those type of people, those grimy types,
Well,
people that
But
would
see,
do
you
that kind of
can't.
stuff.
But see, check it out though, my nigga. You can't trust nobody or move that way where you believe in people because you know what your snake ass gonna do.
Right.
See what I'm saying? That's one of my biggest issues here is I know I don't have nothing in store for you but good shit. But given that, I fuck around and get stabbed in the back so easily, bruh, because even the simplest thing, like I say, we get into let's say a conversation and it get heated. I call you a name. Okay, I'm not leaving that conversation thinking we beefing. But I'm used now here on YouTube, you almost gotta consider that after the conversation over, you and this person done. You know what I'm saying? Like there's like these motherfuckers be mad and harboring feelings for months and not saying shit. And I'm not one of those type people. Like it's right out front for me, man. If I don't like you, bro, I'm gonna go ahead and say that shit. But I'm doing media, so I'm not even in position to just dislike people for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, most of the time, if I'm talking about some shit you did content-wise, I'm not even talking about you. I'm talking about what you said in your content. These people turn everything personal. That's why even like with the Suge nigga, his content is literally about people's personal lives. And he wants to play like he's Wendy Williams or somebody exposing these grand tales when in reality, bruh, he just wants to be seen. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up. You almost got to give that to these people. You almost got to let them be seen to let this shit blow over. You know what I'm saying? Because what else do you do other than go knock on a nigga door?
Real shit.
I
Like,
want
what's
to
up,
say
y'all?
something because, like, there's an elephant in the room too that doesn't get addressed. That I feel like is going to end up eventually causing a problem. So we know that we have a lot of people that may not necessarily be cool with doxing, but a lot of these people was letting this shit rock, knowing what was going on, right? And when they got the cold shoulder because of their affiliations or their neutrality or whatever, they feeling some type of way about it. So there's also the aspect of the isolated conversations where, kind of like what Taz said, if there's a disagreement about something like that, where people literally are walking around here with an attitude with us for us not trusting them for being neutral with someone that will put my social security number in a server or someone that has been stalking and harassing us for a year. People are walking around here having the nerve to twerk in chats, have attitudes, and feel like we're in the wrong for, like, not that we did anything to them, just we literally just backed up. Because anybody, to me, that can sit up knowing that these people were posting pictures of my grandchild, knowing that these people were sharing my address. No, I mean, you got some people that would tell me, oh yeah, they did this really bad thing to you. Will tell me, well, somebody did it, but I don't want to tell you who did it, and are upset that we're not rocking with them, and are literally making a trying to I and I can see it happening, trying to make another YouTube beef or make themselves a victim because we're not rocking with you because of your bullshit. And I wanted to tell you something, Max, just in case you don't know. General Cluster did, we did decide on some rules that, like, people are not, like, if they're associating with people who are known doxers, dox supporters, in support of that bullshit, we're not fucking with them. I know you don't know this, but there's someone that frequents your panels that was a part of the Suge thing, and that's Mela. She goes by Mela and Charm. She sat over there with the whole on Suge's panels every day, spreading the same information, doing the same thing. And it's a lot of them. It's a lot of these people that are like wrenched up on chats and in these conversations. Even when when we were over there with Cluster, some of those people that are wrenched up, that are cool, were cool
Nella
with
has
this the
been on this
whole
panel.
time.
Nella?
Yeah, she does. She was just on your panel the other day, from what I understand. But
No,
I'm not
she's
telling
on
you how to
RBR
run
show,
your.
not mine.
No, I'm not telling people how to run their stuff, but I'm just telling you guys to beware. These people are still around. They're still, a part of the greater conversation. There's a lot of fake outrage, because I do realize that part of the problem is because we responded, and we responded passively to people acting like it wasn't a big deal what's been happening to us, right? Meaning we just let you rock. So if you were doing it and we just distance ourselves, right? So those people are now upset. So they're outraged now only because everybody else is outraged. So like, I don't even know who's the next person to flip out. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't trust hardly anybody anymore,
and that's
because
why
a
you
lot
hear
of the
me
people,
pushing people.
huh?
That's why you hear me pushing people to the edge, though. That's
Yeah,
exactly why you hear
I
me
want them
pushing people
all
to
to
the
jump
edge.
off.
Like I don't like you might hear me in the middle of a stream. Like, I see you down there. Might not even be nobody down there. I see you down there, motherfucker. I know you was in them chats working.
Yeah, Taz has done that. I've
that
seen him
bitch.
do that.
You know what I'm saying?
I've seen him do that.
Hey, and I lost a couple patrons because of that shit. But if that is going to make you leave, then I'd rather you be gone. I ain't doing this shit for views. I don't want my channel going down no more. I dealt with too many people that I was cool with and thought we was cool, that when all of this shit start coming out, dog, there's people in the background chilling with these folks, people giving this bitch money to sit there and talk about us. I don't want none of that dirty money, dog. You can keep your money if you're going to give it to that bitch. Because you paying that bitch to have the balls to get on a motherfucking live stream and say what she's saying. If the bitch wasn't getting paid by you, she had to be taking her fat ass to work to earn some money. But you're paying her to sit there and disparage our names. You can't come over here and act like we cool now.
And that's the problem right there, man. And see, it's kind of a bad thing. Well, it's a horrible fucking thing. Because at the end of the day, like, real shit, this should be a platform for us to actually network and build some shit. That's why, honestly, I only fuck with the Maxes, the Cerulean Grays, the George Makins, the Brother Moses, the Nizes, the Nyla, the Tazes. I don't fuck with nobody else. Because again, y'all actually do content. I don't want to listen to channels where they disparage black people all fucking day. To me, that's not appealing. If I want to do that, all I gotta do is turn on the fucking news. So to me, it's sad, because at the end of the day, when it started off, this all boils down to me. Boiled it up to one thing, and it's jealousy. They are mad because Nyla came on the scene, and these motherfuckers been around for years, and she was able to build her shit. Taz came around, built his shit. They tore down what, 2-3 channels, bruh?
Yeah.
See, if you remember about
I know. I saw them tear down what, 2 of your channels that you had over 1,000, build it right back up within a few days. This is all about jealousy. That's why he tries. I'm talking about the crackhead in Cleveland. That's why he tries so hard to be in your airspace, because he knows the only way. He has no contact. He's dumb, and he's dumber than a box of fucking rocks. He knows he has no content, so the only thing he can do is talk shit and build his name like a lot of these other motherfuckers do. I saw that shit on the Rumble yesterday.
that's
That nigga weigh about 40 pounds. He trying to pass it off as he's some kind of nutritional health nut. And then you smoked out.
what's interesting is that Twin Man is actually said that almost a year ago. If you remember, I said that
smoked out trying to pass it off that he a health nut. Nigga got arms as big as broomsticks.
oh yeah, we know he has the bone density of the slinky. Okay. The thing is if you remember, I told you that like almost a year ago that people hate the fact that you're kind of a rising star uh, in the black YouTube sphere.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing actually happened to me. Uh, you know, even before, like a lot of y'all don't even know, like a lot of the shit behind the scenes with the now defunct Black Order was already shaky. Like people were already looking at me like saying, I was the one moving funny, and like you don't even hear
Yeah.
this guy's rhetoric has changed over the course of a year, right?
If you remember, the last hangout, remember that I
Yeah.
had, and one ticket brother, kind of got on you about that.
Sam's semantic.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, speaking of Sam Semantic, I don't have anything necessarily against dude, but he used to come to the panel, right? Gray Regime panels, and on the after show, he would be sitting there telling us all of his relationship business.
He's a stalker.
I haven't seen the dude in a while. I haven't seen him at all. I don't know
He
where
had to
he's been
go.
at.
He had to go underground because he was another one taking pictures of people's houses and sending it to him, and he was making videos about making veiled threats at people and stuff. So he kind of like went underground.
Oh no, not Sam. Can't
say it ain't so, but
saying so.
It goes to show you really can't really trust people in these virtual spaces that you really don't know in real person.
Like I'm gonna
if you haven't broke bread with them, if they're not in your around your your local settings, your local surroundings, your locale, you haven't actually seen them in person. Let's just say you just can't trust them. And with this last point, I'm gonna say this. It's just gonna be my last point before I leave. I'm gonna tell you this. If you cannot be neutral. If you are a supporter of people that you know are doing criminal activities, putting people's information out there, exploiting their information or where they live or banking information and social security numbers and stuff that can be put on the dark web or wherever, you cannot be neutral in that. You have to not support these people. And if you continue to support these people, you're just as big as a accomplice in that as they are. So you're just as big as guilty as they are. So I would tell anyone that is knowingly supporting these people to go ahead and stop right now and don't even get involved in that. So that's all I have to say. Peace.
Hey, but Candy, I feel
man?
I see you up here talking. Good seeing you.
I hear you. Go ahead. Say what you're
good seeing you, man. I don't know if I ever talked to
you.
It's good.
Chaos was mentioning the Sam Semantic because see, a lot of y'all don't realize that a lot of the shit that was actually going on, like when I was getting ready to split off with them, a lot of that shit was like really a long time coming. Like niggas kind of, kept the shit on the low for real until it just fucking turned into a powder keg and what happened. Yeah, and it's really going from chat to chat, saying, "Oh yeah, Cerulean, nah, man, you're a traitor, you're dishonorable general, this, that, and the third." It's like, oh, that's interesting, because when you go back a year and you see what I've been saying for the better part of a year, it's been the same line of stuff. When you look at their side, well, it's not really the same line of stuff, but you don't really know because niggas take down all their videos and they use the excuse, "Oh, I don't want my stuff to be flagged." For it's like nobody's trying to flag your stuff, but it's really so that nobody can see how much motherfuckers lines of bullshit changed up.
Yep. What I noticed is that the people who are hated the most actually stand for something, actually have fucking principle, actually have some code of conduct and honor. I don't see people like you, Max, Taz, George, Nyla, Irene, Cynthia. Y'all stand on y'all square hard, and it's not gonna switch. These motherfuckers wanted they're mad because at the end of the day, they have pushback now. Any conversation they were having, they had the echo chamber.
Well, it's more than pushback, right? Like, because whenever I espoused what I was saying on esteemed lady Nyla's panel that day, it was the first time I actually responded to these guys, right? I was on let bygones be bygones, right? And then what happened was they made 30, 40, 50 videos of me, and then the first time I responded was on Nyla's panel. And I told niggas what it really was. It was a short-term money grab. The pro-black thing fucks up niggas' money when they're trying to shit on black women. When you're pro-black and you're espousing what I espouse, it fucks up the competing niggas' money. Who's like, hey, we can't talk about that because then the black woman ain't gonna make nothing. Now, when somebody is depending on that money, right? When they're depending on that money for livelihood, it's a completely different thing, right? It's a completely different thing. So my time on YouTube is I'm not sustaining myself off of YouTube money. Okay. I do this because this is where people are. You got to meet people where they are. And that's why I don't want to make it obligatory for people to donate. This is why you don't hear me saying hit the link every 3 minutes. Or you don't see me typing in people's chat, give me the link in every 3 lines, right? It's because my message completely fucks up the other message's money. That's why Absurdian can't stand my ass. So I make it a point to literally get under his skin because he's gonna take it personal, right? Because in his mind, if I'm coming against him, I'm coming against his earning, his ability to earn money.
It's that struggle type of shit. Yeah.
The struggle
type shit
with these niggas.
Yeah. Niggas ain't paying for to hear about black women all day. If you think about it, because every minute you see them go live,
and
if you had a constantly
because at the end of the day, there's no distinction between black people, man. They don't give a fuck if you are a man or if you are a woman. You still gonna get this work. That's why I don't understand a lot of these debates. I just don't understand a lot of these debates. Deal with somebody who's going to deal with you. Why the fuck do we have to tear each other down to the point to where you're putting people's family in a dangerous situation? Nyla and Taz is better than me, bro, because I would have went to go see this man. Somebody would have had to get touched if this was me. Because if y'all have talked to me, and y'all have talked to me a lot, y'all know how I feel when it comes to my sons. So putting my shit out there like that, I'd have had to do something to you.
I don't want to go to jail, my nigga. Yeah. I ain't the rest of these niggas, bro. I'll be straight up with you, nigga. I don't want to go to jail, nigga. I ain't the rest of these niggas, bro.
Twin man, I feel you. I feel you, twin. And because you have the training, I know you were going to do some serious shit. You know what I'm saying? But see, the problem with a lot of these dudes on Twitter that they can fuck with any type of nigga, but I'm telling you, it's going to come a point where you fuck with the wrong nigga. That's why these niggas feel because we black and we don't afraid that we don't want nothing to happen to us, that we gonna do shit. And that's some
see, boy put such a paper trail out though that there is one, like the paper trail already there, dog. Like if something happened to the nigga, they know who to go ask. They know who to look at, bro. He got a full-blown paper trail on his page, bro.
Let me say this, right? A lot of people are afraid to say something because they think it's dry snitching. So I'm gonna ask everybody right now, if somebody sees someone getting their personal information put out here on YouTube like that? Should they be afraid to report it to the proper authorities? Should they feel like a dry snake?
Bro, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell the nigga that's doing it. Cause see, I'm not no go to the authorities ass nigga, so I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I'm gonna tell the nigga that's doing it though, bro. Like, what you on, my nigga? You on some straight bullshit, man. Delete that shit, or I'm out.
Well, it depends on how bad. It depends on how bad or what he did, like social security numbers and stuff like that. Now you're talking about federal crimes. You're talking about.
I didn't even know how much that meant until yesterday. Listening to dude, I thought it was just in some little private chat, bro. I didn't know that shit was linked to the world. That changed the game.
Yeah, that's a different scenario altogether.
And then what's even worse, using it. You can't use nobody's social security number for nothing. Nothing at all. If it don't belong to you, you can't use it.
Well, see,
and Max, didn't they say using somebody else's social security is a federal offense? Last time I checked.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're going to straight jail. This ain't no fucking debate.
Well, see, here's what I say, right? I say be unapologetic with it. See, be uncaring. See, I'm a Leo, and I didn't grow up with a mother, right? So that facet of empathy I can switch on at my own whim. But there's times that I'll have like some very negative and clandestine kind of thoughts, right? And then I have people in my life that are like, you know, when you have people in your life that actually love you, you know, and then you get ready to go and neutralize someone who has a fucked up life where nobody loves them. It's like you be sacrificing yourself. But so I would say, no, don't be afraid and be unapologetic with it. The message that I espouse is that you are American. And because you are an American, right? You are entitled to the provisions offered in the Privacy Act of 1971.
Somebody's phone is.
What the hell is that?
That's you, Chaos. And so you are entitled to the provisions offered by the Privacy Act 1971 and 1974. You know, because you are an American.
Oh yeah, that's right, man. The Privacy Act.
Not only that, but
it's a violation of that too.
But not only that, it's a violation of your constitutional rights. Because
I dropped that shit in the I was dropping that link to that shit in the chat yesterday so they could see this shit ain't no fucking game. That shit that's a real fucking crime, dude. That's a federal offense, nigga.
You got you know, the Fourth Amendment that protects your security, right? You have the right to be secure in your persons and property. There is a like with the level of anonymity that the internet offers, there is a reason why they have these things set up the way that they do. For instance, you know, two-part authentication. So right, they have things like you know, verification on, you know, online verification, people from accessing your information. So and I would say I'm willing to go even a bit further with it against the companies that allow for people to go online and search for your identity, right? Because they like these the information comes from these little sites. Matter of fact, a lot of the law enforcement agencies depend on those sites.
Yeah, a lot of times people don't understand, like when they go online buying stuff, you know, the cookies, they don't delete the cookies and stuff like that. So a lot of these companies get your information that way. They already have your information before, and you don't even know that they do, but they sell your information. A lot of these companies sell your information to other companies, and they do that for ways of finding out what you like as a consumer, and then trying to get you to buy stuff. The same way when it goes on the black web, dark web, people are using your information that way too. and spying on you, finding out where you live, finding out your IP addresses and all that stuff, so that they can then
matter of fact, that's
and put ransomware on your computer or your network. And before you know it, everything's, you know, you're in a world of hurt, man. Seriously. But on that note, I just wanted to jump down and say, hey, Maximum, I appreciate you inviting me up on the panel. Viewers, subscribe to each one of these content creators pages if you haven't. Like, share, and subscribe to these people, and we'll continue to keep doing the work. And like I said, stay away from the doxers. Do not support them, and that's all I got to say. All right, I'll be down in the chat. Peace, y'all.
Thanks for coming up, Kenny. Appreciate it.
Yep.
See
you later, Kenny.
Yep.
And get Discord.
you know. Yeah, LifeLock. Yeah, LifeLock. Yeah, LifeLock definitely something to invest in. That LifeLock.
Yeah, LifeLock is good. That's what I have. I have LifeLock.
What is it, like $30 a month? $29.99. They're so scared, you know, they're scared of the competing group of men, but you know, I find it interesting how they are so compliant whenever that white man comes into play. I say let them see that white man.
And so, you know what else too? Yeah. For him deleting that server is an admission of guilt.
Yeah,
going through an investigation, that's an admission of guilt.
Admitting guilt. Right.
And also, isn't that destroying evidence? And it's destroying evidence as well, right?
It's an attempt to destroy evidence, but this court keeps the clout for I think 3 to 6 months before they do.
Yeah, I think you would already have to be charged to get the trying to destroy evidence, but that shit ain't went nowhere, dog. If that was a motherfucking terrorist on that bitch, they can pull it up, nigga. They can get that shit. They can get that shit. But I mean, we got screenshots, all that shit anyway, man. That's why I say, man, it's a pretty bad paper trail. I'm surprised the motherfucker ain't hit me up yet and told me they were sorry and, you know, begged me to make it go away. You know what I'm saying? You know,
they're not gonna do that, Chaz. You know what? Because these niggas, they're gonna feel say, man, you from the streets, my nigga. You ain't gonna fucking snitch me.
Yeah, they
destroy your fucking life. I don't give a fuck. That's what they feel.
Unfortunately, it wasn't mine. This was my wife's. You fucked with the wrong person.
Oh, well, that's even different. Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't mine. But see, that's what I'm saying. It might as well be mine, but it wasn't mine. So now I got to roll with whatever it is she want to do. And so I'm not telling her we going the nigga route. You niggas want to play these games like this? These the same niggas say ain't no white supremacy and the white man can't hold you back. All right, well, let's see.
Yeah, because I'm serving white supremacy.
Let's see.
I'm a nigga, but I am.
So now that you say you're going to serve the white man to them?
No, I'm serving white supremacy. That's what's on the menu. White supremacy. Yeah.
I mean, look, you pay your taxes, right?
Mm-hmm.
You pay
that's their social security card, fam. That's their shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't belong to us. I mean, if you want to get technical.
You pay taxes for use of the provisions, right? Like security and so forth and so on. And so because you are part of the commerce of this country, right? Someone is interrupting your ability to effectively participate in commerce, but security. So, therefore, they use the full extent of the system that be unapologetic with. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that system that don't exist. I mean, because you know this ain't nothing you can go to the gynocracy about. You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna go to the gynocracy.
Yeah, you can't go to the gynocracy on this one, man. You got to talk to the people who distribute the numbers themselves. You know what I'm saying? The gynocracy can't make this go away.
Well, they're gonna say, well, Nala is part of the gynocracy, so she's gonna get us because she's the gynocracy.
No, but she's not though.
I know. I'm just joking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, it's a bunch of these red pill morons that might take that shit for what it is, but in a debate, they would get crushed because again, that's not something of yours. They gave you that number. That's their number to identify you. So now anybody has access to that number, dog. Anybody can be me. I can't allow that. If it's anything that you can call them for, it's that. That's a number they gave to you. And motherfuckers out here can fuck your name up. Like you playing with white supremacy's number. That's their number that they issued to you. Maybe I need to do some content on that. That's they shit. We ain't create them numbers, nigga. That's what they gave to you.
Yeah, they gave you since you're born. Your parents gave you up to the system.
But that's what happens when you don't sit around and listen to some quote unquote pro-blacks. Because ain't no pro-blacks finna go tell you to be fucking with people's social security. Pro-blacks gonna tell you that's the road. I ain't trying to even use a motherfucking credit card, bro. A motherfucker hand me a credit card, give me the code, say use this. I'm like, nah, you ain't got no cash. Like, I ain't even trying to swipe your credit card, let alone put your information out there.
Yeah, true. Man, they come to in front of you, Ty, say, "Hey, my nigga, I got this car here for $1,000. Way down, split it half and half. You down, my nigga?" That's it.
Time for some identity theft content.
But yeah, so the gray regime, we're moving into a new era. It will be the age of examples and incentives. Gray Faulkner Initiative 2020. If I'm a Patreon of yours, there will be a surprise in December. You won't see me a lot in December.
Okay.
I got a lot of fucking family coming up. And, Nick.
Okay. I'm saying, and I know you're not gonna put on anything rest of this week. Am I right, General?
Wednesday.
Okay.
Wednesday. On that Thursday and through that weekend, no.
All right. Okay.
But there will be some pre-recorded stuff. I will be narrating the behind the American Empire. The first chapter will be coming sometime over the weekend.
Okay.
Man, we got to do something though, man. We got to start a movement or something. We got to start combating against it, man. Even on YouTube.
I mean, the way to combat against it though, man, is to out these niggas though, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, bro. Like, I feel like I went about it the wrong way, not combating the live stream for live stream. You know what I'm saying? The only thing is the flip side of that is that's not my content. You know what I'm saying? When this nigga do a live stream, I feel like I got to do one, but that's not my content. And I feel like I'm helping build him because that's not what I'm here for. He needs me to not do what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So in ignoring it though, it gains traction. You know what I'm saying? And so I just think that's why, even telling motherfuckers like, look, man, I can't do the double size thing. If you're over there watching that shit, I can't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I feel like I'm obligated to do that for myself because I can't make the nigga stop, obviously. So the best thing for me to do is disassociate myself from dude and anybody around him. The more I talk about the motherfucker, I feel like I'm building this channel, bruh.
Yeah. That's true.
That's why I say, like, I'm just glad some other people talking about it now because it was difficult when the dude sitting there, well, Taz did this to me. Taz did that to me. And so you got to understand, this me we talking about. I done let every nigga, I done called every nigga a name on this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Argue with damn near everybody. Like, this motherfuckers that hold grudges. So him saying my name was easy for a long time because I said, fuck all you niggas. I don't give a fuck what you think. Believe that nigga then. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to, nah, bro, I ain't moving like that for real. I am really on this shit, but I can't fuck with niggas like that. And so, like, I watch people go over there, man, and co-sign this nigga. But the first time he put our information up and trying to talk shit about us, that was in January, bruh. I watched niggas sit over there and do that shit, bruh. Co-signing that shit, acting like that shit was cool. You know what I mean? Like, now it's like, shit, these motherfuckers still do that shit, and we can call them out. But at the end of the day, if it's still people over there watching, sending these motherfuckers money, these motherfuckers got Patreons and shit based on me, people there. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, matter of fact, man, I'm about to do me a stream about clout chasing when we done, man. That because I'm tired of these niggas clout chasing off of me, man.
So I just got an email. I don't know where the stream is going on at, but I guess they said D. Durrell has changed his name to identify with you in some kind of way.
D. Durrell.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. He's a clout chaser.
So what, they jacking YouTube screen names now?
Only on the B1 network.
I mean, he doesn't get any views. He claims he's a doctor, but like it's been documented that he's been fired because of him berating people on YouTube. But he says he's like a therapist. He's really weird. He has this weird obsession with Dr. Umar too.
And see, this is what I'm talking about. This is why it's so important that we fight against this doctors. You got weirdos like that running around now. You see people, you got crazy people who watch these streams.
Hold on, Maxim. I am getting word from some of our operatives that a certain long-eared rodent has just deleted her channel.
That she did that yesterday. She probably just hit it.
That's not going to help either.
No.
That goes on the back server too.
Yeah, they got your shit, dog.
Yeah, that ain't gonna help either.
But you see, it's amazing to me that feels that when you run and talk shit for so long, and now you might get a claim or a suit or a federal offense. Now you feel just by treading back and doing just to hide the evidence, you're safe. Niggas ain't smart. They dumb as fuck right now.
Yeah, and they shook right now too, trying to hide channels, take down servers. That ain't gonna help.
Ain't gonna help. Cause you know why that can help? I'm gonna tell y'all niggas something. If you read the disclaimer of YouTube, all the information is there. So you fucking read it.
Right.
Oh well, let's see.
Niggas don't read.
Well, see, the thing is yeah, they can take the YouTube channel down. But there is a certain website that you'll find it's kind of like a YouTube clone, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a website called findclip.net. You should know that website. Just type in a findclip.net. And shout out to my wife. She put me onto this site. They clone people's YouTube channels and put them on this site.
I think you told about this months ago. Remember the first sweep?
Yeah. So either way, you can take it down unless you completely delete everything off of that channel and delete the email attached, in which Google still holds on to it for 90 days. In which, if you don't log in for 90 days, it will remove it from the servers. But they're like a 90-day window. You want to pursue this in legal sense. Because if you pursue it in the legal sense, they'll hold on to that information indefinitely until the closing of said case.
So, regardless how they play it out, Cerulean, if they want us to hide the evidence, they are fuck.
But see, that's an admission. That's an admission of not only guilt but intent as well, right?
Said fineclip.net.
It's a YouTube clone site, similar to Black Avenger.
Hey, put the link in Discord. Let me see, because I can't.
But like always, fellas and ladies, that doing things knowing that the government's watching your black ass is a criminal offense. So always be cautious. Don't do dumb shit to other niggas just because you spite hate them and want to make a name of yourself. You will get your ass locked up doing 10 to 20 life for some bullshit that you shouldn't have done. You feel me?
Oh yeah, they done screwed up big time, man. Social security numbers ain't nothing to play with.
Yeah. So regardless how that plays out, how they want to sit there and step it back, take a back seat, and say, "Oh damn, I could do time in jail. These niggas serious? Hell, Nyla serious? She gonna do that? No, she wouldn't do that. Oh, she is gonna. Let me hide up all my shit. Let me delete this fucking chat right here, bitch. You can't get nothing on me, haha." And then the federal government's coming knocking down.
Exactly, Bob. To the top, even distributing the social security numbers without the person's consent, that's a crime. You ain't even got to use. You could just give it to someone without the person's consent, and that's a crime.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still trying to find that site, man. I can't.
Yeah, here. It's in the chat.
You put it in the chat?
Well, not in the chat, but in the
Discord. Okay, that's it right there. I see it. Hmm. You said this site is like a clone of YouTube?
It's a YouTube clone site.
Mm-hmm. And what, you go in there and you look for video, images and stuff?
They clone people's whole YouTube channel.
Somebody got some background noise.
They clone the person's whole YouTube channel. And you'll find, type in somebody's name, might find your shit on there,
Really?
My wife found quite a few of my videos on that website.
I didn't know that. So what, they just, okay, so he make a video over here, it automatically goes over there, or they come and get it, or what?
It's a clone site, and I think it's AI driven because it does some kind of auto update where it strips YouTube pages and puts the information directly on there.
Mm. Wow. And so even if you try to get rid of your site, it could be up on that site right there too. If a person knows that that site exists. I'm curious though. Will you have access to it on that site though? Will you be able to delete it off that site? Okay. Have you tried to delete some of your videos off of there?
Nope, there's no way too. It's only a viewing site. There's no login, no none of that shit.
Wow. So you can't even write it. So you can't even delete it. So the long-haired rodent is the one that putting the information out.
Well, I know she wasn't thinking that Diaper Boy was going to come to her rescue.
Apparently she was. I mean, she felt comfortable doing that, which was dumb. Like she a whole heap of shit, huh?
Yeah, but that's what the so-called thinking black man that, which is actually a derelict Negro male pretending to be a thinker.
I don't know. That's not thinking, bro. Man, you know what, man? Like, I wonder how long, like, I wonder if that was all done in one day or was that done over a period of time? Either way, if they got together in the server and they started doing that, the people in there should have said something. They should have stopped it.
Yeah, I mean,
What'd you say, Sue?
so yeah, I don't know. Be apologetic
About
about bringing the run system down upon their heads.
man. I wonder, like, what do they like? Oh, man, I'm tired now, man. Yeah, she is. Yeah, the cat going off right now.
Yeah, that white man come in. The white man come in and say, "I ain't here to play with you, niggas."
Yeah, Kylie, definitely. Ladies' night going down this weekend. Yeah, definitely. Every Saturday night. Yeah, it's getting better and better too. The ladies is really doing their thing. It was good last Saturday. It was pretty good.
You know what's funny about that? That Taz was up in the chat. He said that white hand got red pills in it all the time. You know what's funny about that, right? Is that the white man only got red pills, right, in his hand? But he want to convince you to take them. It's kind of like that game of Airplane, right? That you play with kids. You know, that's how you trick kids into eating their vegetables. You know, their babies.
Wow.
Now you try. You know, and then you put some more in the spoon, and then they fly it right to the kid's mouth, right? That's what white dudes are doing with the red pill shit. With niggas. Like, see, I'm taking red pills. All right, take them all the time. You try some. Like, you're like sage? Like, it's just like B12. You just take them and, I mean, there is a website. It's called the Order of Man. You should probably check it out. That's a white red pill site, right? Why is it that? And I talked about this in a previous video, right? Like, when it comes to white men in red pill, they talk about taking up more responsibility for their community, right? Whenever those red pills got into the hands of the nigga, it's almost like it literally serves as an extension of the syrup culture, the syrup and
yeah, super. Really. Hold it down for 5 minutes. I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, but Surah, it's more that the more these dudes take the red pill that's black, they get more. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna go there with that.
Yeah, the long-eared rodent takes the long-eared rodent takes down their base. I mean, it's kind of an admission of guilt. Not kind of, it is an admission of guilt.
Cowardness. Not being a woman upfront about it. It's very sad. Very sad. But like always, Black people are American. They got exercise their rights. Don't be afraid. Don't give a fuck what people look at it or how they view them. Because you black men and black women in this country fought for these rights.
Yeah, they started popping them things like they was red hots or sunflower seeds and shit. Yeah. Some old niggas stand on the corner shaking the sunflower seeds in their hand and shit, and then pouring them in their mouth from the bottom of their hand. Like, see what you gotta do, young blood. Say fuck these bitches, right? Here, take some of these red pills. Like, some of these got spit on them. Like, man, you niggas really be. But it'll probably be something else that they blame the gynocracy for. It's the gynocracy.
It's the gun actually did everything. It's all these women's fault. I blame the women.
But yeah.
Look at this. Some good music here. Okay. Yeah, this is 4th album. It came out in October. Anyway. But besides that, everybody in the chat room, I hope y'all enjoying the stream tonight. This has been very delightful. And it's gonna come to a point, people gotta just sit back and do content again. I mean, using people's names just to get audience because our people love fuckery. Not just our people, but other race people watch our shit. That I can see why they do it because it's gonna bring some viewership and likes and potentially people paying the super chats if they got it or Cash App or wherever all these other payment options. At the end of it, it's not sustainable. You know this, Cerulean. I know this. Anybody else that doing content out for greater than a year know this. And if you think that you're going to sustain yourself, make a living doing this, you're sadly mistaken. Very sadly mistaken. Besides all the copper laws and things put in effect now, where now, you know, your reach could be limited now because they don't want so-called children that's not teenagers watching this shit.
Well, the direction that YouTube is going, I mean, that's why you see all of the new YouTube policies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like some of the policies they have down the pike, like if you even mention another YouTuber, your channel could be struck. But there's a way that you could use those policies against people who put people's names in the
description, in the title of the show, of their stream.
Just by using YouTube's policies against them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you know, it's funny when niggas don't listen and learn. Say you can't use other people and constantly devote your whole channel on that. It don't make sense. I understand you're trying to get some traction. I get it. You don't want to build slowly. You want to build fast. I don't mind it. Who doesn't want it? But there's a way to go about things. But if you're a nigga and you're impatient, like majority of our people, they're going to take the degenerate route, the nigger route, to hurt other black people, just to get a voice and get attention in the form of likes. It's no different from social media, where a girl shows her nice ass just for likes. Niggas do the same thing too.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right.
I'd go so far as to say the derelict Negro male cannot say anything until they become as organized as black women are.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I agree.
When you're talking about the gynocracy, that implies some organization, right?
At least.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
I want to say this, right? People trying to shame other people by calling them snitches. But let me tell you something. When people put your personal information, your address, your social security number, your birthday, your birth certificate, all this, people can find you. And if you got a family, they are in immediate danger. There are lunatics out here who don't care about nothing, don't have any regard for life. Had I saw that, them doing that, and I didn't do anything about it, and I found out later because of that, some little girl got hurt or some little boy or somebody's child got hurt, I couldn't live with myself. Knowing that I saw that and I didn't do nothing about it. I didn't report it to nobody because I felt like if I did that, I would have been snitching. See, we got to draw a line somewhere. All this BS about snitching, when it comes down to people's lives, to me, that's a line you don't cross. You don't put innocent children in jeopardy. You don't put nobody in jeopardy like that. And for the people who sat up there and saw that and didn't do anything about it, those are some of the worst people that you can think of. I think people like that are despicable. And I'm gonna tell you right here on this show, had I saw that, they would have got reported to the authorities. I don't care if you call me a snitch or not.
Y'all niggas, let him catch y'all doxing other adults.
I don't care if you can call me a snitch. You can call me a snitch from now until doomsday. But I'm not gonna sit here and watch something like that, being a soldier, knowing what kind of evil that's out here in this world, and not do nothing about that, and allow some innocent child to get hurt because we got lunatics out here who feast off of information like that. We got people out here who will stalk you. They will stalk your family. They will stalk your children. They will kidnap your children. They will rape your children.
Yep.
By finding out where you live and stalking you.
Niggas don't care, Max. They said that, you know what, when
don't
they
let
fake.
Nobody shame you. Hold on, Chaos. Don't let nobody shame you. See something blatantly wrong like that, do something about it. Forget about snitching. It ain't about snitching. It's about protecting innocent life that they just put in danger by putting somebody's personal family information out there like that. Do the right thing. I don't care what people call it. As long as I did the right thing, you can call me whatever you want to call me. But one thing I'm not going to have on my conscience is seeing something like that and allowing somebody to get hurt because I didn't do nothing about it.
They gonna look at you, Max, say, "Oh, Elder, chill, man. Don't tell me you go snitch and all this stuff."
I don't give a damn about that, man. You don't do that to somebody. And people got children.
They say, you know, most niggas say in the back of my, and they say loud to say, "Fuck your kids, fuck your kids, fuck your kids." That's what
you gotta really think about the type of bitch, right? You gotta put somebody's grandchild.
Exactly. Grandchild, man, come on, bro.
Hadn't even got a chance to live his or her life yet, right? But this is all being a mother herself.
That's what I'm saying, man. We supposed to be black people, man. You seeing some crap like that, something happen to their family. How could you live with yourself? No, you saw that and you didn't do nothing about it. You didn't say nothing to nobody. And you went along with it. These lunatics out here don't play games. So only you know that. You know what kind of evil out here. We faced it before. We military men. We face people out here who are so evil you can't even comprehend the evil that they're capable of.
Yeah.
They'll kill you in a moment's notice and smile.
And just sit up there in that server and do that, man. Well, first of all, I ain't got no respect for them, no how. Okay, but as far as I'm concerned, everybody in that server is a piece of shit. Yeah, I said it.
Hi.
I'll say it one more time. Everybody that was in that server that saw that is a piece of shit.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, bro. We can hear you.
Yeah. Hey, everyone. Hi, gentlemen. How are you? Hi, chat. Everybody in the chat. I just basically wanted to come up real quick because I didn't want to, it's too long for me to put in the chat, but just listening to everything and everything that's been going on over the, over the past weekend. I'm kind of new to being so involved. I've been watching YouTube for a long time and watching the different content creators, but so I didn't see this stuff personally, but just hearing it and, watching the different videos, it just really made me sick to my stomach. And, I mean, it's like we're dealing with, I can't even say high school. This seems like middle school, mean girl, hater dude stuff. Like, I don't even understand that we're supposed to be grown people. We're supposed to be here for each other. And this is what we do. The jealousy runs really deep in our communities with each other. And that's where the whole crabs in the barrel, that plays the major part in what's going on here. And I mean, for me, being someone who's been thinking about starting my own channel and creating content and speaking to my people, my Black people, especially Black women. There's so many haters out there. It's like, this is the thing that makes me pause on even doing that.
We're not do it. You see how crazy niggas are?
I mean, no, that's kind of why I was reluctant to even do content at all.
Yeah, it's like if you're up here and you're trying to do something good, you know, and something to help the community, and this is what this is not from this is not from the savages. This is for people that look like you and me. People that look like us, they're the main ones. We don't need the savages if this is what we got going on just within our community. What we need them for? We do their work for them.
Yeah, I mean, who needs enemies when you got friends like that?
So yeah, that's all y'all got it. That's all I just wanted to say, and I couldn't really express it in the chat, but and I'm trying to, you know, start cooking and stuff for this week, but you know, I don't know. I'm really now even more gun shy to, you know, put myself out there like that, you know, and it's sad because I know I'm not the only one who feels like this. I mean, there's a lot of people who could offer, you know, something productive to our community here. And people are like, well, this is what's going to happen to me. Hold on 1 second. If this is what's going to happen to me, then just forget it. I'll just sit back and, you know, stay right over here in the cut because it's like it's not worth it.
Yeah, exactly, Black Seed. They want to shame people into, you know, allowing them to do effed up shit to people. You know, they out here doing some old wild and crazy and zany stuff to people, harming their lives, putting their children in harm's way. Okay, they're supposed to be allowed to do that because you don't want to be a snitch. Man, get out of it, man. Miss me with that.
Yeah, and you know, especially when it comes to something like that, what you were saying about snitching, I don't care about that. I mean, I might as well have a little white girl inside of me crying white tears because I am going to throw you underneath the jail. I don't play like that with myself, my family, my life, or my friends. That's just, no, you need to pay for that. They need to pay for that. You cannot let this slide because then they think it's okay.
And you know what, Purple? And you're right, bro. Like I said, what if an innocent child got hurt? I mean, there's lunatics out here who look for information like that so they can stalk people and you know, kidnap kids and stuff. You know, you sitting in a server, you see all this going on, and you find out that somebody really got hurt behind it. Their child came up missing or something like that. Could you live with yourself after that, knowing that you didn't say nothing about it?
We conditioned to don't get offended ourselves and each other.
I'm not good like that.
That's why when kids are involved, niggas ain't serious. They want, that's the person they want to see get hurt first before they're attacking. They get at their families, the soft targets, women and children. Why do you think the purpose of these dudes talking about this red pill and drags and all this nonsense? Because women are soft targets. They're not gonna butt back. They're not gonna sit there, attack them or fight back. So who's the best resistance to make money? You go after soft targets, which is women and children. Exactly. No person is not sick because they ain't gone for children yet. Because they should be, since you put people's information. What do you think is gonna happen? If they can't get to the person, they get to the next target.
Well, but you are going after children if you're putting children's pictures on the internet. Like, who does that? That's what I don't understand how the brain works to say that is anywhere okay. That's disgusting. So you are going after the children when you do that.
You know, like my esteemed brother Cerulean said, you can't fight evil with love. You can't fight hate with love. You know. My whole thing about it was, you know,
evil with the Bowie knife. And right, so really.
Yeah, my whole thing about it was just reading the chat and everything. They was sitting up there like it was cool, like it was no big deal, laughing and stuff, making snide remarks and you know and ill comments on it, like it was no big deal. What kind of people are they?
Well, yeah, because it's funny until it happens to you. See, there's a lack of empathy that's going around. And so it's okay and it's funny, ha ha ha, let me point and laugh when it's happening to the other person. That can if they can do that, if they can do that to that person over there, they can do it to you. Because someone with integrity would not even dream of doing that to anyone. We're adults here. If you have a beef with someone, you have a problem with someone, you work it out with that person. But I mean, you running and taking people's social security, that could ruin these people's credit and lives for a very, very long time. It takes some people millions of dollars to fix that. From the social, you can get everything of a person's life, everything. And you thought that was funny and you thought that was cute. That's I'm dumbfounded by it myself. But I'm gonna go back on mute.
Said they don't give a fuck. That's it. Anybody can get it.
And like I said, we all should care, man. We all should care because we could all be targets. These people don't have any scruples. They don't have any, any morals. They don't have any regard for life. I mean, when you putting people information out there like that on a public forum, you don't have any regard for their life. You don't have any regard for their children's life. They can do this to any one of us. We definitely got to stop supporting them. I just don't understand how these people have platforms and they got people supporting. I just keep sticking in my head like, man, what are we doing as Black people? Man, what are we doing? Supporting people like this. Why do they have platforms? They shouldn't have any platforms. They shouldn't have any support. Man, we getting it wrong on this one, man. We getting it dead wrong on this one, Black people. We got to stop. We got to turn this one around. We getting it wrong on this one.
Well, we need to stand in unity on this one. We need to stand in unity and solidarity and it needs to be a zero tolerance policy. Zero tolerance for that kind of thing in these spaces.
Cluster. I'm sorry, bro. Yeah, Cluster, you're right. It takes a long time to prepare your credit and stuff. You got to spend a lot of money. I mean, it's bad. Not mention the danger you could be in from lunatics getting hold of your information and finding out where you live and sending the police to your house. Having you squatted and stuff. But nowadays, when these race shoulders show up, they show up shooting. They don't even say police officer anymore. They just show up shooting.
Don't forget, Max, that it also be sending cops to your house. SWAT team.
Yeah, I just said that. They get you squatted. You can have your children in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And even when people are, they something like that happens, they have identity theft happens, everything they have to go through to try to fix it, all the people they have to call, all the freezing on the credit bureaus they have to do, and then on top of it, they will still have to write letters to certain creditors to explain in detail over and over and over again what happened. That is just, I'm just pretty much speechless about it. Like, that's messed up.
And people, like I said, they're trying to shame people and keep it silent so they can continue to mess with people's lives.
They just woke up one morning and say, how can I fuck up these people's lives today?
Yeah, but when you shaming people, you know, they're afraid to speak up. You get to do this stuff right in front of them without them protesting you or you know, reporting it to the proper people. Because they're afraid of so-called snitching.
Yeah, and you know, it's funny, since we talking about snitching, I did a stream on this about, do snitches really get stitches in this day era? And I say, no, man. So I tell most black people, you know, maybe it's wise you snitch away. You know what I'm saying? And let them see they'll give you the stitches.
Yeah, maybe we should completely get out of that, because then maybe we could clean up some.
No black person in the 21st should be following that rule anyway.
No,
we're at a point now where at times that we're so hateful and we do more fuck up to each other. To keep shit bottled, you have nothing to fucking lose.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just keeping dead serious. Because what's worse? You're gonna get killed. You'll get attacked. Also, they already doing that. If it's not one of your own scum properties, so-called non-black people doing it, so you better just do what you have to do, my dude and ladies.
I mean, if we're serious about cleaning up our community and making a difference and seeing a change, then that whole no snitching, that's got to go. That's one of the things.
No, that shit don't even exist now. I'm fully common. When they tell me this no snitching, man, they have young people now snitching for less. Yeah. Come on, this code. What code? Get the fuck out of here about some fucking code.
Yeah, sad.
The right person with the right price, you'll tell the whole fucking crew. That's where people at right now.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off.
Okay, Verbal.
I'll be listening, and thank you, Max, though, for talking about this on your channel, because it has been everywhere. And I was wondering if you had heard about it or seen it or anything like that. So thank you for bringing it here too, and being in solidarity with them.
Yeah, no problem. I heard it over the whole weekend. I couldn't stand it.
It was terrible. Yeah, I could only watch it. I watched and then I had to jump off because it was just so disturbing. But everyone in the chat, just tune in on Saturday nights for Ladies Night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's the ladies only panel, and we get it fired up in here. We'll probably get even more fired up as time goes on. We've only had 2. This past Saturday was the second one. It was lit.
Yeah, it was live.
Yeah. So please join us, and you can ask questions from the chat, and the men, you can ask questions from the chat, but it is a ladies panel, so.
Verbal. Rooney's up here. When y'all gonna have him on? When y'all want to do him? The next one or what?
Whenever Cerulean, I think our next topic is going to be the passport gate.
Mm-hmm.
Passport gate. And that's about, these dudes going over, thinking that they can go over to these other countries and, get better women and be treated like kings. And so the ladies are going to discuss what we think about that. And Cerulean, if you have time, if you're welcome to be our special guest on Saturday night for that topic. Right? So I'm going to say peace.
Okay. Cerulean, you there? You still there? Cerulean.
Oh.
Okay. Did you hear her? Are you asleep?
There was something going on in the background.
I'm saying, did you hear Verbal's asking?
No.
Verbal, you still there? I think she may have jumped off. Something going on in my background, Cerulean, or somewhere else?
I'm not sure whose background is.
Let me see. You can't hear anything?
It got louder.
It got louder? Okay, hold on. How about now?
There you go.
Okay, that was my background. Yeah, Verbal said they're doing Passport Gate this weekend on the Ladies Panel about guys who are trying to go overseas and get wives and don't want to deal with the black people here. So they're going to be talking about that. They said that, she said that they want you to come by if you can. Okay. All right, man. Yeah. Okay, about to shut it down. Any last things you want to say, Commander, or Chaos?
Yeah, man, you shutting down so early. You've been doing 5-6 hour streams. What happened, Max? You got the energy, man?
I just got a little burnt out. I mean, I can go on a little bit longer if you guys.
No. I have things to do. So yeah, thank you for having me on. Yeah. Thank you again.
Let me see if anybody else want to come up.
No, I don't mind me, Max, because you jumped the surprise. Don't worry. It's cool.
Yeah, I'm just a little tired, man.
Yeah. The shutdown.
Streams kind of wore me out a little bit.
But I think you proved your point tonight. I think we're not going no further.
Yeah, I pretty much did.
Besides, I want to hear the ending song. Some good vibes to close out.
Yeah. So, Commander.
Yeah.
Anything else before we get out of here?
Negative.
All right, everybody, thanks for tuning in to the Maximum Overdrive, third gear. Don't forget, we got Ladies Night coming up Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central Time, where they will be discussing Passport Gate. That ought to be fun. Special guest should be Cerulean Gray. He'll be stopping by, hanging out with the ladies for a little while. We'll be back tomorrow night with a topic. I don't know what topic it's gonna be yet, but just tune in. It should be pretty good. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And listen, we really got to do something about this doxing thing. This thing is serious. People can get hurt. People can lose their lives. You know, there are real crazy people out here in this world. You know, and they don't have any regard for life. If they get to hold your information, they'll stalk you, they'll try to rape your kids, they'll do all kinds of crazy things to you. That's why we can't allow this to continue. And we certainly shouldn't be supporting anybody black that's doing this. I mean, we have got to get our heads together. We should never be supporting anybody with a platform that's built to just hurt other black people. You know, we have got to turn it around. We have got to stop doing that. Too many of these Negroes are on YouTube with these negative platforms that are designed and built to hurt black people. And they're claiming to be black as well. We got to stop sending support their way. We got to stop subbing to their channels. You know, we got to stop pushing back against this. You know, forget about this snitch stuff. If you see somebody doing something crazy like that, do what you're supposed to do. Do the right thing. Because if you don't, somebody could get hurt. Somebody could lose their life. And then how would you feel if that somebody belonged to you? Or, I'm sorry, how would you feel if it was somebody in your family? An innocent child. Like my brother Cerulean said, a grandchild. Because some lunatic got a hold of your information. Think about it like that before you sit there and do nothing. And having said that, on that note, I want to say the power's in the black is the people, and therein lies the power. Good night, everybody. Peace, and be safe.